Good afternoon, this is Lucky Links, and here are my astrological predictions for the lunar month of the Earth Rat from November 16th through December 14th. Okay, I'm going to dive right in here. Here's a quick overview of some of the things that you can expect during this next lunar month of the Earth Rat. First of all, there's going to be a lot of rat energy happening because the next lunar month is going to be ruled by the Earth Rat, and this current year is ruled by the Metal Rat. As always, I've jotted down my notes, and I'm just going to go through some of the things that we can expect for this next month. Now, I've been saying for the last few months that things are about to get sort of challenging at the end of the year. This is where we kind of enter that really challenging time. Things are going to be a little tricky from here forward, and I'm just going to say that those of you who have found this rat energy to be challenging, it's likely to get a little bit hotter. Probably means that there's something in your astrological makeup, your cosmology, that is either not compatible with the rat, or there's something that the rat energy is trying to get you to do that you're not doing. The rat energy can be very positive for networking, for creativity. It can be very positive for writing and for being adaptable, being social. And my advice is to take advantage of these qualities this month, and the rat will be very helpful to you if you do, and if you stay with those sort of positive aspects of him. But there are some dark sides to the rat, and I think we're going to see quite a bit of that happening on a grand scale and happening in some of our lives. There are likely to be a lot of people out there who are going to want to indulge in those darker aspects. So these are some of the things that you may see. Gossip is likely to play big this month. My advice is don't say anything behind someone's back that you wouldn't say in front of them or that you don't want them to hear, because it will get back to them. Mark my words. You will find out this month who your false friends are, and it may become as quite a surprise. We're likely to see people being stingy and hoarding this month. I believe people are likely to be clinging to things out of fear. My advice is to cultivate generosity and appreciation this month. Stinginess and clinging are just going to lead to loss and a belief that there won't be enough. Generosity and appreciation are going to open up things for you and open up to your heart. Besides, you don't really want to close your heart down with all that stinginess and that hoarding energy, because it's going to make your world full of suspicion and everything. So try to cultivate and focus on appreciation this month. That will be one of the ways to combat when people are being stingy or grabby, and in some cases thieving. We're going to see a lot of unscrupulous behavior happening in people's personal lives and on the world scale. You may find out too late what looks like kindness or a gift really came with ulterior motives and strings. So be aware this month that not everything is as it seems. Some very dark energy is rising in the world right now, and some people may act very sweet and innocent this month, and you may find by the end of the year that they've been hiding a good deal of trickiness. So discern. People will be getting in other people's business, and it feels like there'll be a lot of challenges to people's privacy emerging with all this rat energy. You may find people in your life or on a grand scale who feel they have a right to help themselves to what you've got. That includes people trying to make you feel guilty about your beliefs and your experiences, people trying to get inside of your mind and tell you what to think or how to think or what to believe. You have a right to believe what you believe. And I do believe that we will be seeing a lot of social pressure that's coming in to divide people. So the division that we've been seeing between people, I think it's going to amp up this month. Remember that you are a human being. You need to connect with other human beings. It's very important. You can't stay alone. You can't do it alone, no matter what anyone tells you. If you isolate yourself and you make people your enemies, it's going to cause problems, and it's going to make things harder for you to get what you need, what you want, and to develop and gain your goals. So remember this. You know, I saw a lot this last month here in the States, of people jumping on each other, fighting with each other, going at each other, trying to convince each other to believe as they do. Let me just ask you, what good does a bitter heart really get you? What good does isolating yourself from people really get you? Remember this: people who try to convince everyone else to believe as they do would end up miserable if they actually did it, because they would have no one left to fight with. Think about that as we go into this month. It is a good month for career development, but it's not a great month for wealth. And I would like to add that this came from His Holiness Padma Rinpoche's larger predictions for the year. And so if you're having problems in the area of wealth, in that area, contact me. We can do something specifically to change that or protect you in that area. I have specific advice and antidotes for that. So keep that in mind. Be careful about medicine and medical procedures that you don't need. That's a big warning during this rat month. The results will not be good in these cases. Be careful about people who are trying to pressure you into medicine and treatments that you don't need as well. Be very, very aware of that. People are likely to be quick to anger this month, so charm, patience, tactfulness, and a sense of humor will go a long way to keep you sane. This is not a month to plan for big outcomes or big jackpots. That energy isn't supported this month. So take things in small bites and work on small successes that you can build into something bigger. I am going to move on to some advice now that I've taken the Mexican Loteria, and I've drawn some cards to give you guys some advice for the month, and I've also consulted the gods for Tibetan divination. And the Demon of Afflictions is the divination that I've got for you. So disturbances and upsets in the family. I know people may be feeling limited from their family, separated from their family, at odds with their family during the holidays. That's likely to be highlighted. A lot was done, at least here in the States, to turn family and friends against each other. People are locked down all over the world. Remember, people are people. They have the same wants. They have the same fears. They have the same needs that you do. Focus on where you and other people are alike, not on where you guys are different. Friends and wealth will be facing challenges this month. That reinforces what I just said earlier. Again, if you want to work through that, contact me. Watch the attitude with which you approach things this month. Unhappiness, fear, depression, mind being all over the place is just going to cause a lot of problems. Look at this as a time of change and opportunities. You'll go much further than if you allow yourself to swirl in depression or worry or fear, okay? Watch the gossip, the backbiting, the fighting. Remember, you don't have to engage in it, and you don't have to let your pride pull you into something stupid. You don't have to take people's stuff, but you don't have to indulge in it either. You don't have to dive in and get in the middle of it. And I really have been watching people enjoy and looking forward to fighting with each other, and it's not going to end well if people continue to do that. All right. My advice is watch your pride. That's a big one. Okay, and that's going to be reinforced here with the Mexican Loteria. Stay focused on remaining calm, focusing your mind this month. Have some goals towards small successes that you would like to achieve and accomplish, and stay focused on those things. Use this time to learn new things and develop skills that you've always wanted to develop. Focus your mind on positive things, not on fighting with others, and you will have a completely different experience this month than other people will. Don't be too proud to ask for help or do things differently if they have not worked, okay? Now I'm going to add some advice for the Mexican Loteria from this month. I picked 3 cards for the month to add to this, and I've got the Horseman, the Picture, and the Tomb. Okay, so the final bit of advice I've got for you guys for this month: it's a time to stay loose and develop skills in control, self-control, and your actions and your own mind, okay? If you get carried away, digging your heels in, declaring war on others, or letting your desire go crazy this month, you're going to get thrown from your horse this month, all right? Watch your pride. I cannot emphasize this enough. Watch your pride this month. Letting your anger and pride run rampant in your life is going to make things more challenging than they need to be. Do not be afraid to let go of what isn't working and try something new. That includes beliefs and philosophies that may have worked once but are not working now. It doesn't matter. You can become something new. It's okay. It's allowed. And one more thing, if you are clinging to an image of yourself that is no longer relevant, it may be time to reinvent yourself and go in a different direction. So, those are my predictions for the coming month. I'm Lucky Links, as always, wishing you success and good fortune in all that you do. If you guys would like to get a reading from me, contact me. I'm doing a special for the month of the rat because people are having challenging times right now. I'm doing a one-question special. It is about 10 to 15 minutes. There is quite a bit I can get to in that one question. I will use cards and Tibetan Mo for that. So I'm going to be doing that through the whole month of the rat because people have been contacting me saying, hey, I've got, can you do a one question thing for me? Yes, I can. I also am still doing Tibetan charts. I'm doing crystal mirrors. I have a special reading that I've developed. For those of you who don't know, I will be speaking at the World Divination Conference on manifesting, and I have a special reading that I've developed that will show me what the patterns are in your life that you were born with, that came in with you, that are actually interfering with your manifestation. So that is something that you guys can do with me. If you want to do a class in divination, I've got 2 in tarot. I've got a Mexican Loteria one. I've got one in how to read the crystal ball, a couple in how to read Lenormand, and a couple in how to read playing cards. The advanced playing card class is going very well. I've got some exercises and games in there that force people to move beyond their limits and what's standing in the way of their intuition. It's a really fun class, and I've got them doing an exercise right now. The last exercise in the class is making their heads sort of twist. So if you want a challenge, that's the class for you. That's the advanced playing card class. And so don't be afraid to reach out and contact me if you need help or if you want to take a class in divination. Remember, watch the pride, develop a sense of humor, and things are likely to be challenging, but you know where to find me if you need me. Wishing you guys, as I said, always success and good fortune in all that you do, and may this month be healthy, happy, and bring prosperity to you.